guys, it's Kugli again with another ROM review, and this time I've got the Vertex ROM Blazer for the OnePlus 3, so stay tuned for that. So guys, the Vertex ROM, what is this ROM? It is an AOSP based ROM with EAS kernel support, and that is the main important thing about this ROM. Now the EAS kernel used in this ROM is the Zenith kernel, and we first saw Zenith kernel in the Zenity RR ROM, and at the time when I was using that ROM, it was in its infancy. It was not the most advanced kernel available. It did have issues concerned with the battery life and stuff like that. Right now though, it has come a long way, and that is interesting to see. So let's get started on with this ROM then. First of all, in the about phone page, let's go and see. This is called the Vertex ROM Blazer or Blazar or whatever it was called. Version 2.1 is the version right now, so that is the version now. There is a changelog where you can customize that. Now this is the latest version, which is 23rd March as of now. So there are a lot of changelogs, and you can read to know what all have been changed. Security patches are still in December 2016, which I guess is not the ideal situation for this. The kernel is the main star here, which is called the Zenith OP3 EAS 004. So that is a fourth iteration. The one on the Zenity kernel was a really old one. There's a really initial one. So a lot of change. So let's get started with the other stuff now. And Linux status is also enforcing. So yeah, this ROM is a I would say feature anemic because it doesn't really have a lot of features. It's kind of like in the Lineage OS or Oxygen OS. Even Oxygen OS has a lot of features. It's kind of in the Lineage OS territory, but it still has a little bit more features to just get by with most stuff. There are usual baby of settings which you would find in any USB based ROM, so nothing special here. Display option, there is nightlight which works. There is sRGB mode if you are interested in that, so that is something there. Ambient display is available. There is font size corrector, so that is available. There is button customization, which is amazing. I really do appreciate that. There is home button, back button, and recent button customization for long press and double tap, which is really amazing to see. No customization for volume rocker or anything like that. Touchscreen gestures are available, and this is one bug which is listed in their forum, is that if you disable and enable this thing, you will have to restart your phone. That's just another thing. Apart from that, LR slider works, so that is pretty nice to see because there are a lot of ROMs which still doesn't have the LR slider working. Ambient display does have pickup sensor, hand wave, and pocket mode, which is pretty cool to have. I really do appreciate that. Security stuff is just normal, nothing special to see here. It does have system UI tuner, so it does have power notification control, which is really cool to see. Also, status bar customization for all of these are available, where you have status bar clock customization. So that is pretty much it in the settings menu. And as I've said, this is a far less feature superior ROM than anything else on the market right now. So let's start grading this ROM then. First thing, I grade based on 8 things, which is features, battery life, performance, stability, camera quality, unique features, which if any, aesthetics, and overall experience. So first thing is features. As I've already told you guys, this is not a feature-rich ROM. There is a lot more ROMs with more features, with much more features than this. Now, Lineage OS is a ROM which has less features, and for Lineage OS I would give a score of 5, and that's exactly what I'm going to give this ROM also in terms of features, which is a 5 out of 10, which is, well, there. Battery life. Now, battery life is an interesting thing. I did not think EAS kernel would have come this long way from the initial roots which I saw, because battery life in this ROM is pretty amazing. The standby time is just real amazing. The drain was about 0.4% per hour in standby, and that is a very, very good standby drain in my standards, because normally I have like 1.2% or 1.8% of drain with any other even battery friendly ROM. So I'm gonna give a battery score of about 8 out of 10. The only reason 8 or not 9 is because the usage or screen on time is not very good. I mean, it's about 4.5 hours of screen on time, nothing special. And I'm pretty sure with something like AKT, that is advanced kernel tweaks, you can get a pretty amazing battery life out of this. So I'm really excited for that. So the performance, again, this is meant for a stability based ROM, battery life giving ROM. So the score of onto the benchmark score is about 140,000, which is nothing special. There are other ROMs which are far worse than that, and there are other ROMs which is far more scoring than this one. So it's an average one. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Now stability wise, this ROM is made for stability with a little bit more features. So stability wise, I would say it is a very stable ROM, but there are custom ROM glitches, which is FB, that is Facebook calling. It does not work. IRCTC app does not work. There is a little bit of issues here and there. There is a bug list which is listed in the forum page, so you can go read that and understand what all the bugs were available. So yeah, that is something there. Apart from that, it is a really stable ROM, but so is any other custom ROM. So that's an average. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Camera quality now is a really interesting thing, because this ROM comes with Oxygen OS Cam as bundled as the stock camera app, so you don't have to install that. That is really cool. And the camera quality is pretty good also. Not the best, of course. The best is still reserved for Oxygen OS, but it is better than most custom ROMs which I've seen. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because it is pretty cool. I didn't have any FC issues, and there was no instance where the camera just crashed or camera did not work. Partially because the Oxygen OS camera is the stock camera app, but hey, that is if that is what it takes, you can do that also. So now unique features. This ROM doesn't really have any unique features, so I'm gonna skip on that already. Aesthetics, nothing special going on here. There is a wallpaper application which is there, which is for the Vertex walls, so you do have a little bit of more customization, but nothing special here. This is material design as chosen by Google. It does have substratum support, so that is why it's going to get a 7 out of 10 instead of a 5 or 6, because it still has substratum, so there is a choice for you guys to change the theme to whatever you like. Now comes the overall usability. I personally did not have any issues with it. It was simple to flash. It was simple to use. I did not have any such issues. Apart from maybe problems with the applications, which is a custom ROM bug, which is an AUSP bug. Nothing special there. The dash charging works. Camera works. Everything does work out very well. So yeah, overall usability stuff. There's nothing special which I need to talk about it, but that's not a bad thing. The bad thing is that most other ROMs also does not have much issues with their overall experience. So it's an average mediocre score, 7 out of 10. So yeah. Let me show you guys a boot animation, which is pretty okay. So here is the boot animation for the Vertex ROM. It's a good boot animation, but from the likes of Resurrection Remix and the last ROM which I reviewed, which is Hexagon ROM, this is nothing compared to that. So that again ties in with the aesthetics of the ROM. This is a good boot animation, and it does show the OnePlus logo, which is amazing. And but it's nothing special. So that's just it. So I guess that should be it about the ROM. In conclusion, with all the scorings which I've given, with all the grades which I've given, the final grade will be about 7 out of 10 again, because, well, there are other features. The battery life is the strong point of this ROM, and I would wholeheartedly recommend this for someone who needs really good battery life, and this really good standby battery life, because that is really amazing on this one. I've really never had a ROM with 0.4% per hour drain in standby, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I think that should be it about the ROM. Because of the EAS kernel, there are going to be a little bit changes. You can read about EAS kernel from the forum post because there's a lot of things which goes on under with the kernel, which frankly I'm not really qualified to talk about. So I really don't want to miss out on stuff. So yeah, I guess how much is it about the ROM then. Hope you guys liked the video. Please share, subscribe and like the video if you found it useful. See you guys next time. Bye.